When I first installed the sleek, new smart mirror in my bedroom, it seemed like a harmless piece of tech savvy. It promised to sync with my health apps, offer beauty tips, and even read me the news every morning. The first few days were novel and exciting, but by the end of the week, I noticed something unsettling. The reflection it cast wasn't quite right. It was subtle at first, a flicker of movement that didn't match my own, a shadow that shouldn't have been there. I tried to dismiss it as a software glitch or a trick of the light, but the mirror had other plans. As the days turned into weeks, the image in the mirror grew darker, colder. My own eyes in the reflection seemed to bore into me with a knowing malice, and a sly smile that I wasn't making crept across my reflected face. The air grew thick with tension every time I stood before it. It began whispering secrets, not with words, but through that sinister gaze. They were secrets I had buried deep, things I had never dared to confess to anyone, not even to myself. The reflection knew them all, and it relished in the power it held over me. Desperate for answers, I dug into the smart mirror's origins, hoping to find a flaw in its programming or a logical explanation for the nightmares it was causing. I discovered that the company behind the mirror had been shut down years ago for privacy violations and psychological experiments. The mirrors were never supposed to be released to the public. Panic set in as I realized I was dealing with something beyond my understanding, something that was feeding off my darkest fears and regrets. The climax came late one night when I awoke to find the mirror's reflection standing at the foot of my bed, grinning with a malevolent glee. It was no longer confined to the glass. It whispered the final secret, one even I wasn't aware of: I was never alone. With a chilling realization, I understood that the reflection was not just a distorted version of myself, it was a shadow of the person I had become, a manifestation of all the guilt and hatred I harbored. In that moment, the mirror shattered, leaving me in a room filled with shards of glass and the echo of my own, haunting laughter.